Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was smart, creative, and full of dreams. But Ethan had one problem. His mind was restless. He wanted to study, but got distracted. He wanted to work, but gave up halfway. His goals were clear, but his focus was weak. Every night, he told himself, "Tomorrow, I'll be different." But the next day, the same cycle began: procrastination, distraction, and regret. Deep down, Ethan wasn't lazy. He was simply not in control of his own mind. One evening, tired and frustrated, Ethan went to meet an old wise man who lived on the edge of town, a man everyone called Mr. Bennett. People said he was peaceful, calm, and could solve any problem with a few simple words. Ethan said, "Sir, I want to achieve something great. But my mind doesn't listen to me. It keeps running in every direction. How do I control it?" Mr. Bennett smiled, stood up slowly, and said, "Come back tomorrow night. I'll show you what discipline truly means." The next night, the air was cold and the wind howled outside. Ethan returned. Mr. Bennett handed him a small lit candle and said, "Walk once around this courtyard with this candle. But remember, if the flame goes out, you'll have to start again." Ethan nodded. He began walking carefully, shielding the candle with his hand. The wind pushed against him. The flame flickered dangerously, but he stayed focused, step by step, breath by breath, protecting that fragile light. After several minutes, he returned without letting the flame die. Mr. Bennett smiled and asked, "How did you do it?" Ethan replied, "I thought about nothing else, only the candle. Every sound, every distraction disappeared." Mr. Bennett looked into his eyes and said, "That's the secret. That's discipline. You can't control the wind, but you can protect your flame. The world around you, people, noise, distractions, that's the wind. Your purpose, your focus, that's the flame. If you let the wind in, it will destroy your light. But if you guard it, your light will guide you through every storm." Those words hit Ethan like lightning. He realized his real enemy was never the noise outside, but the noise inside his own head. From that night on, Ethan changed. He stopped chasing perfection and started practicing discipline. He woke up early. He planned his day. When his mind wandered, he didn't panic, he simply pulled it back. Just like he protected that candle, he failed many times, but he didn't give up. Slowly, he built habits one brick at a time. Days turned into months, and months into years. Ethan, the boy who couldn't focus, became Ethan, the man who led others with clarity and calm. He built a successful business, inspired his team, and became known not for his talent, but for his control. Years later, a young man asked him, "Sir, what's the secret to success?" Ethan smiled and said, "It's simple. Discipline is not about controlling everything around you. It's about controlling what's inside you. The world will always be loud. Your phone, your fears, your doubts, they'll all fight for your attention. But your focus? That's your flame. Protect it. Because if you can keep your flame alive through the storm, you can light up the entire world." Your mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy. If you control it, you can achieve anything. If you let it control you, you'll achieve nothing. A disciplined mind doesn't chase everything. It chooses what matters. So guard your flame. No matter how strong the wind gets, never let it go out. Because once you learn to master your mind, no storm can ever stop you.